To the Reader of Energy and Vibration. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Michael Packard. Nature's Miracles, Volume 2. Energy and Vibration by Elisha Gray. To the Reader. This volume deals with the primary elements, not only of life, but of material existence itself. Without heat and light, we cannot conceive of the physical universe, and sound becomes a modification of these, without which animated creation would soon destroy itself, and even while it lived would fail to develop, lacking the means of communication. Yet heat and light are but special modes of motion, and motion is inconceivable without force and continuing energy. Therefore, we begin our thinking about all these things with a consideration of energy, and it is not altogether an easy subject to understand. The reader will perhaps find it a little dry, because it deals with matter that requires some thinking on his part. Even the illustrations of the examples involved are of facts not familiar to everyone, though they include some curiously interesting experiments. But something for nothing is not the rule of life. Easy come, easy go is applicable to knowledge as well as to money. We do inherit large fortunes of wisdom from the times gone before us. But even these we have to work for, that we would get the good of them and make them useful to us. And this brief word of preface aims only to urge the intelligent reader who really desires to know about the common miracles of our everyday life, to regard the slight digging necessary in the earlier chapters as preparing for greater enjoyment of those that follow. It will well repay his industry. End of section. Chapter 1 of Energy and Vibration. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Michael Packard. Nature's Miracles, Volume 2. Energy and Vibration by Elisha Gray. Chapter 1. Energy, a constant quantity. To the ordinary mind, energy and force represent the same thing, and it has not been many years, comparatively, since even scientific men use the words synonymously. Modern chemistry and modern physics make a distinction and define the two words differently. Force is defined as the cause of motion, or the generator of momentum, while energy is expressed in the motion itself, in its power to do work. Force refers to the causes, while energy refers to work or the capacity to do work. The distinction is one that is difficult to make plain. Strictly defined, force is any agency that can cause a motion, arrest a motion, or change the direction of a motion, while energy is motion or the capacity to become motion, and this carries with it the idea of work. Force will be more fully defined farther on. There are two kinds of energy, kinetic or moving energy, and potential or energy of position. In discussing this subject, it is our wish to get clearly into the mind of the reader the great physical law known as the conservation of energy, how it is related to animal and vegetable existence, and especially how it may be related, if at all, to that higher order of existence that seems to be so intimately connected with the mind and soul. The phrase conservation of energy does not cover the whole subject that it is intended to cover. It involves the correlation of energy, or, as it has been called in earlier times, the correlation of forces, as well as the transmutation of energy, by which is meant a change from one form to another. For instance, heat as an energy may be converted into another form called electricity, and this in turn may be reconverted into heat. This process is called transmutation. The energy, as such, representing a definite amount of work, remains the same in both cases. Heat, light, magnetism, electricity
Sample complete. Ready to continue?